Forward. It looks good. Okay.
Are we back?
We are back.
We're back.
What's up, everybody?
back.
Very short break. Whew. All right. So you guys all go to sleep. Wake up the next morning in the same order. If anyone would like to do anything special, just announce it now.
Wicca's not leaving her room until she is called.
Called by who?
Anyone? Until she's told that breakfast is ready. She's
Oh,
not
okay.
going out.
All right. So probably after Valchar wakes up, makes things awkward. Anna joins
Goes back
him.
upstairs to pack again.
Yeah. Anna would probably make conversation, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
We'll get to you in a couple hours.
Yeah, you're right.
Then probably Wick would be called, and then Sai would smell food and probably come down. You guys would all eat. It would be a very awkward meal. Your mom actually doesn't join you. She just stays in the kitchen and keeps like cooking, busy work.
Wick would go and try and help her.
And she every time you do, she pushes you away. And
Can I walk in now?
sure.
Okay. Hey, everybody.
Morning.
Hey.
How'd you sleep?
About as good as you'd expect.
Yeah, these beds are really comfortable, aren't they?
Not. Okay. I didn't expect that. Served me right. Yeah.
Rookie mistake.
No, that's
You're the only one who didn't expect that.
we gotta figure out what's going on.
I thought you guys were gonna go to the Order of the Dawn, and Amanda and I were gonna go to the Arcane Alliance.
That's the only thing that I'm aware of at the moment.
Well, we have to find out what information they have before we can act on it. That's fair.
All right.
Knowledge is power.
Sorry.
What?
Oh, I called your name.
All right. So you guys are gonna go
Yeah.
Okay.
Might as well.
after dinner.
Tarkva, you wanna be a body in that room?
That's really only if you want me there. I was just offering my services as someone persuasive, but you're right. I don't know anything about... I know a little bit about you guys becoming members of...
Yep.
Yeah, but Tongfa has no idea, so he has no help, so you don't have to invite him.
Let's say this. I would like you to come along.
All right.
Maybe not into the room, whatever throne room, meeting room that we're gonna be in.
All right. So, you come find me.
I was gonna say before
Yeah.
you guys leave.
You guys would have
Be
discussed
careful.
that last night. We kind of sped it up.
Oh, okay.
You too.
Okay. So you guys go pick up Tongfa. Head to the.
And for what it's worth, I'm handy with a disguise, dressed really nice and made it look like, so they wouldn't recognize me from the idiot from the bar. Like,
But you are
Disguise.
the idiot from the bar.
yeah. I'm not so much disguised as,
Like a disguised self spell, but you're dressing very differently.
yeah, I'm just,
You wash your hair.
I washed my hair, I trimmed my beard, you know, I actually dress nice and talk nice. You just wouldn't associate me with that guy.
Okay. You guys show up. The guards kind of give you the same spiel as last time. You're shown into another room where you're the oh gosh, what are they called? I'm blanking on
Sultan?
Tabaxi.
Oh yeah.
Tabaxi walks in. Well, you guys sure decided to take your sweet time. I thought this was important to you guys.
It is.
It's very important. I apologize.
That's not the report I got. And you're here a day later. Well, as a token of faith, yeah, I guess. There is a town to the south, and it is called Lothstran. They've had reports of raiders causing issues, and we could really use a little bit more influence, and gaining a town would help. So as a token of good faith and your, I don't know, allegiance or help to this, or kind of helping us figure out that you guys are people we want to be sided with. To go help out this town, figure out whatever this issue is with raiders, and have them hopefully declare their allegiance to the Order of the Dawn.
Okay. With all due respect, we're not here to help you take over another city. So if these are raiders that are terrorizing the city, we'll be glad to help you out. But we're not recruiters, and we're not mercenaries for hire.
I think what my friend is saying is that if the problem is actually raiders from somewhere else, we are more than willing to help. We are not willing to slay innocent civilians.
Oh God, no.
Well, I wouldn't expect that that'd be what you're asking. We just want to make sure we've been around a bit and run into issues like that.
Well, being that you are not ambassadors or royals from Dunhildar,
correct,
we're asking for your help in this issue and to help show the town they're having issues, fix their problems, and hopefully they will and realize that you are here on part of the Order of the Dawn, and they will hopefully align with us and help us become stronger. And you may gain a favorable meeting when you return with who you wanted.
Okay.
Would you mind if I ask some questions?
Go ahead.
Have you sent anybody else there to rid the town of these people so far?
No.
Okay.
We don't have the resources to continue to do that. If the town is able to provide some of their income and stuff, we can provide them protection.
Naturally.
And this is a good faith.
I think that's the only question I have. Did you have any?
What's the time frame? Is this something that needs to be done immediately?
Well, as soon as possible. I mean, there are raiders attacking the city, as far as we've heard. That doesn't sound like something that we want just happening.
I agree. We're just trying to make sure that we have everything. We got some word about, because we came to you before with all the news from outside the city. We just got some word about some more attacks happening within the Empire. We're trying to prioritize everything that needs to be done.
Attacks within the Empire, that happens all the time.
Not to this scale, from what I've heard.
So you are part of one of these organizations that was attacked?
No.
I was.
News is of an organized purge of certain organizations, something more coordinated than normal.
Right, we've heard plenty of... So you represent these clans and the Dwarven clan?
We try not to make allegiances with people that would go against our previous allegiances. For instance, we would not side with the True Swords in one town and the Wraithbanes in another. As you could imagine, you would not want us joining you and then aligning ourselves with your competitors.
Right.
So that's all we want to make sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's what needs to be done. We need it done. If you are not willing to take this charge, let us know within a few hours, before midday, and we will see if we can send someone else out for this. This is a sensitive issue.
I can tell you right now, we will rid the town of those raiders. It is a priority.
Okay. Just remember to tell them that it was the Order of the Dawn that sent you, and hopefully that will be enough for them to join our cause.
Is there somebody else that they should be expecting? I'm sorry if you don't mind me asking.
They are just a rogue town within the country. I mean, they're under the general protection, but as you guys are well versed in, general protection doesn't quite do what it should.
Mm-hmm.
It's very general.
Yeah, doesn't mean the same thing to everybody. I totally understand. We'll get on it right away.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, they'll see you out.
Sorry. On the way out, I'll be like, I thought you were waiting outside, but that was beneficial.
Thank Thanks. Might be able to find some information on where to start with these raiders.
First of all, we need to find out what the other group has come with.
We are outside of the area.
Yes.
That's the, how am I going to say this vaguely?
You guys head back to the house, I guess.
Yeah.
Unless you want to meet
if
at
you
the
want to find some
tavern or
information
something.
on these raiders, any
And meet
information you
you
can find.
Guys, later.
Yeah, meet us later at
That's
the
fine.
house.
At the house?
Outside the house.
Outside the house.
Yep.
Understood.
All right, you two go up. Get kind of a similar response as previous. Well, if it isn't the famous Wick Tibbers.
I'm very sorry for taking so long to get here. We just received the message a little while ago.
Who are you here to see?
Shit, I don't remember his name.
Person from that place.
That is not a name.
I
Dude,
didn't,
don't
I
remember
didn't
his
write
name.
it down because I
We
didn't
don't
know
have
it.
one of those here.
You weren't there.
Wick
I'm
would know
out
the
of it.
name.
Okay,
I'm
Wick would remember. It's Hamish.
Hamish.
He sends one of the guards. Well, he'll see you into his office again. They lead you in.
At some point, I whispered to Wick, "What's his title? What do we call him?"
Hamish is not the arc.
No, he's not an archmage.
Yeah, he's not an archmage. He doesn't have a title.
He's just a mage. Not Archie yet.
You guys never found out.
Yeah.
You didn't
As
ask.
far as I know, there's not a title.
Or you guys get entered into the room. Well. Finally, Wick Tibbers and friends decide to join us.
I'm very sorry for our lateness.
Your messengers decide to treat our... First, you have us march into the low quarter into a garbage...
I'm sorry. I thought I had requested you come to the library. I must have misremembered. I'm very sorry.
Well, we'll have to figure that out later. So you come here looking for an allegiance from us.
We are seeking allies who are willing to defend the city against a very dangerous threat.
Well...
Less of an allegiance and more of an alliance, I think.
Yes.
Oh, alliances take goodwills amongst each other, give and take. We have heard some interesting rumors of a city about 6 hours south.
Damn you, man!
That has been being ransacked by some bandits or something, and they need assistance. Well, lucky for us, they don't have an allegiance yet, and while they're not a major player, otherwise they would draw our resources, but they could provide some help. So if you would go to this town and deal with these bandits and implore them to pledge allegiance to the Arcane Alliance for further protection, we would see that as a great foundation for a relationship. And maybe you could get a meeting with an Archmage if that's something that you do for us.
What does allegiance entail for them?
Well, they'll be providing resources, and in return they'll be provided protection, so things like being assaulted by bandits will not happen, and if it does, there will be repercussions to the bandits and protection will be provided, as our government isn't really a government at all.
I have no problem doing this, but don't say it's goodwill, because you don't seem to have it.
Well, that seems interesting.
You know what's happening out there. I'm so tired of saying this to people in power. Why is it so hard for you? Why do you have to demand resources from people who need protection? And I'm not just talking about the bandits. I mean, you've heard what's happening out there. The world is under attack, and you want us... I have no problem helping innocent people who need help. I would gladly do that without any payment from them. I would do that if I just stumbled upon the town and saw that they needed help. I've done that. I'm not going to demand that they pay me for it, and I'm not going to demand people who are asking for help against an evil they can't even start to figure out how to fight. We'll do this. We'll even tell them that we're doing it in your name. And I do still want to see the Archmage.
Well, that's something that can be provided if they align with us, and we can provide them
no.
services.
That's not what you said. You said if we do this and asked them to join. You didn't say they had to join.
Well, then that is the deal that I will provide. If they join us, we will grant you that. The world is not black and white as you make it out to be.
Trust me, I've learned that.
We are not doing nothing. We have plenty of good that we are providing to the world, but the world is not free. You can't just go provide good. If you do, you will die. You won't have money to feed yourself. You have to provide for yourself first. Then, after that, you can provide extra. We have risen up and we have protected large portions of this country from evils before, and there are much more pressing issues than a few raiders to a city that hasn't been able to align with us.
This isn't about the raiders.
We can't be police of the world by ourselves.
I'm not asking you to.
It seems like what you're asking.
No.
Okay.
I have wanted a meeting with somebody who actually has power.
Okay, well, you can see yourselves out. Guards.
Without the strings. Just once.
The guards kind of come in and escort you guys out.
I hate people in power. They don't take care of people.
So I think we're back at the house.
I think we're back at the house first because we're in the same area as the house.
Well, and we had to talk to somebody. You guys just got kicked out. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so you guys, if you want to do anything before or just wait for everybody to kind of meet up again.
I think Anna just does a lot of this.
Mm-hmm.
So
I screwed up again, didn't I?
Well, that depends on what your goal was.
I am not at the house. I'm looking for a friend of mine. And gonna ask about these raiders.
You don't have friends.
No, that's fair.
Sure.
So I kind of yeah.
I'm gonna be texting you the information that you find out,
All right.
and then you guys can continue all meeting up again and discussing what you want to do.
Well, that depends on what your goal was. What was your goal?
I just wanted somebody to actually listen for once. I'm tired of every time we go to somebody in power, they want us to do something before they even listen to us.
They have a lot of interests to represent.
Great, but when you come bearing news of ultimate evil, that should actually have some bearing. I'm sorry.
I mean, you're right. Yeah. Honestly, speeches like the one you just gave are the reason I joined the Enclave in the first place. But it's not the way things work. And it's not the way you get the people you need on your side.
I'm sorry.
I mean,
Trying to be better.
it's cool that dude was a jerk face. And, you know, they definitely were looking at that town. I don't even think we got the name.
6 hours south.
Yeah, 6 hours out somewhere, named something. Under attack. They were looking at it as a piece of meat to carve up.
Which is not right.
Yeah.
If you have the resources to help people, you should.
I mean, I understand their argument. You have to pick and choose. But, and to be fair, they are using a resource on those. Or they're trying to.
And like I said, I have no problem going to help. But I don't want that to be the bargaining chip where we get to go in to talk to somebody in power. That's where it starts getting wrong.
The people in power are inaccessible?
Yes. How can people reach out to them for help if they just demand things like this?
Let me ask you a question. The Arcane Alliance, what is their actual job? What is their function?
DM.
Yeah, that would probably be me. So they're kind of in a power vacuum with, is that the right term?
Yeah.
Where
Power
there's
struggle.
yeah. Well, I mean the government really didn't provide as much as it should. It kind of like very basic needs, like an army, but it's like they don't really have a huge police force. They didn't really monitor things. They kind of just get some taxes, get an army, make sure, and I hope everyone's kind of okay on their own.
So they're like a private entity almost underneath a larger government? Or
No,
like
that's
government?
the
That's
government.
The
They are
large,
the
so the
government?
large
Okay.
government of
Yeah.
Duskhaven just kind of didn't care too much about stuff.
Right.
And so 2 factions grew out of that.
And they
Yeah.
provide things like protection and, you know, the
Resources,
needs that a
yeah.
government would generally be in charge of providing. But they're also, they also make money, and it just kind of depends on the individual who's in power. The Arcane Alliance is more about the arcane and magic and researching and trying to figure out make new spells and research into that.
Mm-hmm.
And the Order of the Dawn are more, they help out. It's a hard thing to say. Kind of like the words that come to my mind are blood paladin. Like they're willing to kill people and stuff for the greater
So,
good.
in terms of alignment, the Arcane Alliance is more lawful than the Order of the Dawn?
They're both willing to get their hands dirty
Okay.
if need be.
But
overall,
is
they're
more-
both good entities.
yes.
Right.
But one's maybe more chaotic and one's more neutral?
I think it's
Yeah.
more about tactics
I mean-
than about attitude, right?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
it's more about how their infrastructure is. The Arcane Alliance has mostly mages at the top. They're the ones who are leading it. I mean, their title is Archmage Blank, and the Order of the Dawn are more paladins and fighters. That's who started it. But now they're both such large entities that it's basically just everything and just kind of an original name.
Yeah.
Just kind of filling the needs that the government didn't, and they're trying to vie for more power than the other. But they're pretty much at a standstill.
Well, I guess we wait till the others come back.
So if you guys are just going to wait, then you guys can show up.
I think it'd just be the two of us while you're looking into your stuffs.
So how'd it go?
I messed it up.
In what way?
I got angry. They want us to go.
Usually.
They want us to go to a town that's about 6 hours south, who's having problems with bandits or something, and fight the bandits off and say it was in the name of the Arcane Alliance, and then they'll give us Only if they pledge allegiance to the Arcane Alliance will they let us see the Archmage, and that's where I started.
There were a lot of
getting
strings.
angry.
It's unfortunate that that's not going to happen.
We got the same deal from the Order of the Dawn.
Was it on condition of them actually joining, or was it on condition of you prodding them to join?
Well,
My thoughts were that if we rescued them in the name of the Order of the Dawn, that they would have no reason not to join.
Well, we're rescuing them in the name of the Arcane Alliance.
I thought you said it didn't go well.
It didn't, but we have to try.
Why the Alliance, not the Order of the Dawn?
You can rescue in the name of the Order of the Dawn.
Are you just trying to create drama? Didn't you say yours didn't go well? Ours went really well.
We literally got kicked out.
You got kicked out,
We
and we're
didn't
gonna
even learn the
capture
town's name before we got kicked out.
I'm sorry. You're right. No, you're right, Sai. I'm sorry.
I mean, I think it makes the most sense to try to go with one rather than. I mean, my worry in this case would be that we would do it for the Arcane Alliance, and then they'd get there and they'd say thank you, goodbye, because of what happened in the meeting. That's the only thing that I'm worried about. Just getting back here and not having anything to show for it.
I will say
that's my
one thing is the only person in this group who has any skin in the game of Golden Dawn versus Arcane Alliance is Wick. This is her hometown. This is her hometown rivalry.
Sai has a point.
But again, we're all gonna leave, and we're just gonna leave, and maybe we'll, come back occasionally, but we're not checking back up on family or our own issues or know, honestly, the local politics of these two groups. So if you say Arcane Alliance is the way to go...
I was saying that we not necessarily put them against each other, but we're technically two separate teams at the moment.
Am I showing up anytime soon?
It's going to take you longer to get that info.
But Sai is right. Sai has a point. We did get kicked out. The Arcane Alliance may not care. So, if we can't get both, we go with the one we're more likely to get a deal with.
What does that mean? Your family's Arcane Alliance, right?
We live here.
What does that mean for them? If, say, this somehow puts the Order of the Dawn, more power, whatever, if that balance shifts, what does that mean for your family?
I'm not sure.
I'm also not sure that us doing this task is gonna create so big of a shift that it affects the city very much.
I agree, but it's something to consider.
It's essentially liberating a city that then is going to pledge their allegiance to one of these two.
In the end, we're going to go down there and we're going to help them.
Right.
Agreed.
I don't.
Doesn't matter for which side.
I don't like saying this, but I thought of it, and I think that it's something that you should consider. Would doing this for the Order of the Dawn help maybe alleviate some repercussions towards your family for what you guys said? I mean, they knew that you were you, right?
Oh, you mean the Arcane Alliance?
Yeah, they knew that you were you, right?
Yes.
I mean, somebody in their district getting kicked out of the Arcane Alliance. I mean, it might be worth doing that just so that your parents don't get in trouble.
Ultimately, we need the allies. And this is for the greater good.
If you don't mind me asking, how big is the city that we're in compared to Dunhildar and Ilium and...
Similar to Dunhildar.
So it's very big. It's like
yes.
the main city in this area.
This is the main
This
city.
is the capital city.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
This is the capital city for the nation.
Right. Okay.
And how big is the village, city, whatever we were going to? Okay.
We didn't ask that information.
It is question marks.
It is a city, town, village.
Yeah. Yeah, that one.
I thank you for your concern, Sai.
Here's where I had a brief moment of anger in our meeting as well. It sounded like they were just trying to get us to recruit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I told them flat out, we will go there to help. We are not there to be recruiters, and we are not there to help you try and take over a city. Now, I don't know if that...
You more eloquently put what I was kind of saying.
Yeah.
I think one thing to consider on top of that is that with what we think might be coming this way, a town like that would need protection one way or another.
Absolutely.
And if it means that maybe they wear red shirts when they want to wear blue shirts, I think that's a worthy price to pay.
Another thing to consider is that, as sort of difficult as it sounds, is a town like that is a bellwether.
They're going to be the first ones.
They're the canary in the whatever mine we have here in the Forgotten Realm, or not in D&D.
I think they would have canaries in the corner.
There's coal here, right?
Sacrificial lamb.
Being allied to one of the two factions means that the factions in the city pay more attention if they came under attack. Which means potentially better protection for them, but also
more warning for
the city.
Ultimately, they're both very powerful groups. The city, whichever one they decide to go with, whether we say Arcane Alliance or Order of the Dawn, or we just say Order of the Dawn, whichever one they go with, they'll get good protection.
And these people need rescuing either way.
Exactly.
Here's a thought. We don't tell them either, and then we ask them which one they would rather.
Yeah.
We have the offer from both.
We do.
Yeah.
We can.
Well,
kind of.
It was offered. It may have been rescinded, but it was offered initially. We could go say, hey, we were hired by both of these groups. They both have your interest in mind.
this is true.
Do you want to choose one side or the other? Because they're both going to want you to. Like, we can just lay out exactly what we have.
Yeah, they both asked us to come here. We'd like to know your interest before we deliver the news back to them. Either way, we need to go help these people. So I think we should get going before. I mean,
I agree.
no
Perhaps
idea
if
how
the
many
city has a council, we can discuss it
Yes.
with
I
them.
am going to let my parents know where we're going and that we are coming back.
We have to at least
yeah,
come
we're
back
coming back.
here.
We got to report what we did,
And
and we should get going soon before Tonfa shows up.
I just need 5 more minutes so I can tell.
Okay. We'll wait for you.
I'm assuming my
get
mom
back
is
to-
somewhere in the house.
Yeah, you can find her.
Mama,
Yes, dear.
we're going out on orders from the Arcane Alliance to go help a town. It's just 6 hours away, and we'll be back.
Just go. It's fine.
Rick just leaves.
You guys see Tonfa outside.
Like.
Can I
a
just say
dog.
that wasn't realistic? Because if I told my parents I wanted to go to a party and they're like, "Fine, just go," I'm like, "Sweet, see ya." I'm out.
Except that Wick.
Oh,
All right.
Tonfa's here.
Oh, hi guys.
Yay.
Hey.
You guys look cheery as ever.
I mean,
Well, you're here, so.
Where have you been?
Well, I was going and looking up some information on this town, what was Lothstria? Lothstrian?
Wallstrom
Lothstrom?
Right
is
next
how I
to
have it
Austria.
spelled.
Yeah, it is right over there.
Good day, mate.
No, not Australia!
We are
Austria is
offending several
Algebra.
countries.
So many people. And this is why we don't have viewers.
All of our Austrian viewers just left the stream. So.
we have a pretty big pocket there. Okay.
Have a pretty big pocket
There is
there.
a power vacuum.
Anyways.
So what did you learn?
Well, they're not trying to raid the whole town. They've got some big gem thing that the raiders want. So at least we know their motivation.
And possibly the motivations of our two.
Ding,
Yep.
ding, ding.
Oh god damn it!
I don't know that's their motivation, but let's face it. How does it? I mean,
Well,
It's
one
a
thing.
resource.
mm-hmm.
One thing to consider is that they did not tell us that. Therefore, we are not in any. We are not in any obligation to bring that back to them. We could.
Wait,
we
so-
could, for instance, leave it down. We could, for instance,
Take it.
ship it back to the True Swords.
How did your guys' meeting go? I missed this part.
We're skipping over it. We'll talk to the townsfolk when we get there. What else do you know about these raiders? What's the current situation? Are they actually currently attacking?
I didn't
Can
get
we
a
walk and
lot
talk?
of
Let's walk and
information.
talk.
Yeah, let's walk and talk.
Sounds great. I
Let's
didn't get a
get
lot
there.
of information. Mostly, I've got motivation. I'm more concerned about the motivations of all parties involved. Because
Helping people.
not us.
Oh.
Our employers. Do they care about this town or do they just care about this rock? I don't care about this town. But seems to me like whatever decisions we make really ought to be, take into consideration those things.
What my goal in this is that we don't make the decision.
Works for me.
We give them the option. We say, because you missed out on this, we go and talk to whoever is the leader of the town. We say, hey, we're sent on orders from both the Order of the Dawn and the Arcane Alliance. Those are both really long titles.
They're easy to remember, though.
Say that their safety is on their minds, so they sent at least a group of people, and under the condition that they pledge an allegiance to one of them. Which one would they rather take?
Maybe leave it up to the people.
Yeah, we're gonna give them a little bit of empowerment here. Let's go.
Yeah. I want to go and help.
We go and help.
And
You succeed.
Yes.
It was that simple.
Who do you want to vote for? I don't care. You decide.
Let's
Ah,
go
shit.
from
It's all right.
here to Vienna.
Doonhildar 2.0 initiating on February 12th.
Dang it.
4 months later,
Oh,
you
boy.
got the bandits.
Wait, does that mean Valchar is dying again?
I think
I
it's
hope
probably
so.
going to
Too
be Wick
soon.
this time.
I hope so.
So all of my spells are going to be used for healing, it sounds like.
Oh, right. Before we go too much further, potion?
Oh. Why do I get one?
I got 5. One for each of us.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice.
1,
I didn't
2,
even have to
3, 4.
steal one.
No, you're going with us to help you get a potion. Here's a
Alright.
potion for you,
Okay, I'm not sure. I need
potion
it.
for you,
Hey, can I see that?
and a potion for you, Sai.
No.
And I have 2 potions of greater healing, just in case. I'd like to save those for the really bad moments, though.
And
Yeah.
7
I agree.
silver.
No. It's it was 7 gold. Now it's a 1, and 16 silver.
Sai knows that from when you were in the book.
I do still have the potion of clairvoyance and the potion of water breathing. I'm not sure how useful those will be here, but I have them. And then, like I said, 2 potions of greater healing. So
Actually, the clairvoyance one
might be useful.
might be useful in figuring out what the raiders are currently doing.
Honestly, I feel like defending against the raiders might be harder than dividing the raiders or making the raiders look like they're operating under someone else's instruction, and just I feel like
I just mean finding out what their plans are.
right.
Clairvoyance is like surveillance.
If I remember what my brother told me when he was studying a thing that I don't study.
AKA, I'm consulting the player's handbook.
Your actual brother or Kellen?
I mean,
Or
he is
neither.
technically my actual brother.
It's the spell clairvoyance.
Yeah, I couldn't remember the line. Thank
There
you.
you go.
I was like, I can't remember the
It's like
name.
it's not in the T section.
When you say that, do you mean Teddy's real life?
No.
You have a brother named
No.
Kellen? Okay, I was gonna be like, it's not a good way to memorize.
Yeah.
About.
So,
Memorial.
random note on D&D Beyond, all the potions are under potions,
Yeah.
except for Potion of Healing. That is under gear.
What about Great Potion of Healing?
That's under potion.
You're kidding me.
So
It's
my
probably
range is
because-
only a mile with this.
We're calling this because Wick would know this information. Keep in mind, folks.
Well, we used Identify, so.
Yeah, well, no, but she would know exactly what the spell does, too.
Okay,
Because
whatever.
she's read magic books, even if she doesn't do
It would
magic.
come with.
It's like wandering around Home Depot.
We're walking and
Five-time
talking.
tool.
Walking and talking.
No, I know.
Oh my goodness, please let her get through the spell. Jesus Christ.
The range is only a mile, and it's up to 10 minutes. It is a location familiar to me, and I haven't been here before. Or, yeah, I would have to be in the area, and then I could cast it on the other side of a door. It doesn't, it would be iffy.
What's the range on it?
A mile, about a mile out. If they are after a jewel, gem,
Big gem.
big gem, it
Melon
might be
size?
best
I
to.
thought you said big.
It might be best to save it until we're closer to that point, or even if we can get by it to protect it.
Yeah.
So we could set clairvoyance up so I could see on the other side to see if they're coming. But
Yeah.
that's
Not
So
very
it's-
useful right
so
now.
it's a
Yeah.
it's a form of surveillance since we're in there
Exactly.
if we need it.
but yes. So if anything happens, there are 2 potions of greater healing in my bag.
You should probably just hold on to those.
Yep.
All right. Well, you guys are gonna head towards that city, I'm assuming.
Yes.
It's 10:15. I'd be okay keeping going, but be okay calling it for
We
the night.
started almost half an hour late.
Yeah, we started late.
With all the tech issues, too. I'm okay with it.
I'm okay
Yeah.
with another like half hour in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Find a stopping point to a half hour from now.
Yeah, we'll see how we do that.
I'm sure we'll
When
find
Valchar dies, for instance.
Yeah. You know that's in the script that
All right.
we looked at beforehand?
Yeah.
Yeah, just roll a couple rock dodge checks.
Well,
Andrew,
Well, that's a bad one.
that was a 6
Well, that's part of the
and a
script.
14, so I dodged one of them.
Well, dodges is dex. Don't you add anything to dex? So that
It
was an
would-
8 and a 16.
Yeah.
That's slightly better.
All right, so you guys get heading out. About 6 hours of travel. You end up to the town of Lothstrin. You see it's a nice little town. There's a lot of like thatched roof, kind of very farm looking houses. It's decent size, but there's really, you could probably count the number of buildings on 4 hands.
2 sets.
2 sets of hands, yeah. So 4 hands. Not really a lot here.
There's no wall.
No wall.
Fences.
No. So you guys can approach. You'd be coming from the north, so don't really know much about the place. If you have any questions.
You want to go check it out?
No, I was just thinking, if we're gonna kill the raiders,
That's the plan.
do we see like where do we see the raiders have an encampment, or I mean,
You don't see anything like that
Okay.
right now.
What's the terrain? Is it like grassland or forest?
It's grassland.
Mountainous.
What's
I added the forest to my list.
what's the general air about the city?
The air?
Like,
How does it feel?
Environment,
Yeah, the
like
environment.
atmosphere.
Are there a bunch
Oh,
of
okay.
skeletons
Is it-
everywhere?
yeah.
No, it looks okay. There doesn't seem to be anything majorly wrong right now from where you guys are approaching.
Do we see anybody out?
Give me perceptions.
Boot in a boot, maybe?
Whoever wants to look around.
Hey!
Oh, alright, cool.
20. Non-natural.
Also
17.
cool.
Also 20, not natural.
Alright, cool. I'm apparently up
19.
13.
You don't see anything.
Oh, it's like one.
You guys see like a villager here and there kind of hurrying between houses. keeping it closed, like just like close the door behind him real quick. Not very friendly atmosphere. There are a few like fires burning inside.
Is there any place that looks like a shop or town center or anything?
Or a tavern.
Tavern inn.
Yeah,
bar.
looking towards the center of town. So it kind of there's two like buildings up top, probably like granaries or where they would store a bunch of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then following the road down, you see a few houses on each side, and it leads kind of into where there's a comparatively large inn and probably a mixed tavern. And then the other side, there's another road that leads out and then bends to a few more houses. There's a river that goes on the southern end of the town,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's a few more houses scattered more south.
So there's not a temple or anything.
Town hall, maybe.
There is next to the inn. There's a temple town hall meeting area,
Okay.
potentially. I mean, you could probably pick that out.
It's the only one with decor.
Should we check at the inn first?
I was thinking check at the town hall. I mean, feels like a place to check in. Get the
Someplace
No,
that would
but-
be open to outsiders,
I mean,
especially in a time like this.
I don't want to risk anything, but I mean, it doesn't seem like this place is under attack right now. You guys could probably go to the inn, and we can go to the town hall, or we can stick together.
Split the group.
To be fair, it didn't seem like Dunhildar was under attack right now.
And it was.
Until it was.
Well, they were under attack between themselves, sort of.
Guys, how about
Anyway.
the time that I snuck through a kitchen vent to get into Dune Hildar?
No.
I'll have to tell you about sometime.
All right.
Save it for later. It's great.
I still am amazed. Okay, and not in a good way.
He almost died.
Okay, fine. Let's go to the town center, and then we'll go to the inn after that if we need to. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Any form of approach, or just kind of walk up.
I'm just gonna walk in.
Is the door open or closed on it?
As you guys are approaching, you're not able to see the front door from that.
I just walk in
Area.
the front door.
Give us all your money.
Okay, so you guys are entering the town, walking in.
Oh, okay. I
I figured you guys were watching from a distance and then kind of getting the gaze of the town. Then.
Oh
kinda
no,
head in.
that's way too much forethought.
I thought we were in town.
Yeah, so did I.
And this was us walking around, going like, okay, there's that there. And
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Whatever. I just walk in.
So you guys go. The
I
doors
didn't
are.
look at anything. I looked for town hall, and I walked in.
No, I'm perceptive. I looked around.
The door is closed, and it's when you try to open it, it's locked.
Door's locked. Try the inn.
Might as well.
I would like to knock on the door.
Okay. Who's there?
Yeah.
We heard about an issue that's happening. We're here to help out.
We're from the city.
Are you guys want to say we're from the?
Nope.
All right. You're right. Then we're giving them. All right.
From what city?
Duskhaven.
Who sent you from Duskhaven?
Funny story that.
Both groups actually.
Incidentally, both the Order of the Dawn and the Arcane Alliance.
They're interested
Tried
in
to
making
hire
sure
us.
you keep safe.
And
Probably.
how do we know you are who you say you are?
Oh,
I don't know. Ask us a question that only we would know. Like we said we're from the city. I mean,
I don't know if this is helpful. I'm from the city. I live and work at the library there.
You guys, there's like a little slit that he kind of opens up. You see some eyes poke through. You guys look really armed. Why don't you
We're here to help.
we're here to help you with the bandits.
Take care of the bandits.
why don't you go put your weapons down over there and then we can talk.
I'll put my single dagger.
I'll
down.
put my obvious weapons
A weight has been
down.
lifted off your shoulders.
Ooh, man, I was carrying that thing around for so long.
Oh,
It's heavy.
Just put the weapons down, guys. It's
I don't want to leave them outside. Do you mind if we
Yeah.
slide them under the door to you so that nobody can pick them up?
we don't want the bandits to get them.
Oh my goodness. Okay, like, Tonfa, will you stand and watch the weapons and not steal them?
I can do that.
Okay.
No, we
cool,
can't.
Done.
I will put
We
my
now have a free
weapons
dagger.
down.
Please don't steal them. We will find other ways to
I
kill you.
put the magic short sword down, and I swear to God, if you take it, I'm gonna murder you.
Just got it back.
No.
Him armed with all of our weapons, I'm not sure he could take all
I
4 of
don't
us.
steal things for fun, guys. I steal them because I'm getting
Hey,
paid
at
to.
least I have range melee.
Hey, he
Or range magic.
opens the door. All right, why don't just like 2 of you come inside? He
I'm-
opens the door.
I'm
You?
I'll go in. Why you 2? She just told off the Arcane Alliance. Expect her to talk to him?
I expect that she is a contact within Duskhaven.
Alright.
She is the only one of us who is able to actually talk about Duskhaven.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks, Dad.
You guys seem to have
Keep
your
my weapons then.
everything under
been a
control.
day.
It's been a really long day. Look, we're here with the purpose. Well, what they told us is that you're having a problem with raiders. You need assistance. We're here to provide some assistance. Tell us what's going on from your point of view rather than theirs.
Okay, so you and who else?
Oh, no, I thought it was Valtra and Wick.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I was just talking over them while they were arguing.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's unclear if they both walked in, then I'll stay out. But I would have said that.
Okay, if you guys walk in, he'll close it behind you and lock it, and you guys see it, he's a bald older gentleman. Looks like he's raised a farmer, but he's a bit too old to be plowing the fields, and he's dressed in farming clothes. He says, "Well, welcome to the town.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What brings you all here?"
We heard about a band of raiders that were terrorizing the town, and we
Want to
Would-
help?
legitimately
Raiders.
were here to help.
Bandits, raiders.
Well, I mean, we're not really sure what's happening. Each night, something comes and kills makes our residents disappear. I'm not really sure. Every night we lose a couple people.
It's a couple people.
Yeah.
It's never been any more
Or less.
or less.
Well, I mean, there's been a few nights where maybe only one person was taken, but
And is this
There's-
every night?
yeah, there's blood and things are not nearly this grim around town, and we're just a small farming village.
That's why we want to help.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know what we don't know.
Can we come in yet?
No.
It's- What's your name?
Sorry.
You always ask the DM these hard questions.
Right!
All right, I just gotta get more berries. I'm
Talk.
Prevo.
Prevo?
Yeah.
My name is Wick.
Nice to meet you, Wick.
Nice to meet you too.
Preble?
Preval.
We're gonna say that's how it's spelled.
Percy.
Sure.
Got it.
Belchar.
Nice to meet you, Valchar. You're an intimidating individual.
I can imagine. It's
He's good though.
It's
Yeah.
usually the horns.
Yep, I can see how you'd be intimidated.
Well, we don't get very many tieflings, much less
I understand.
2 of you here.
yeah.
We're just here to help. We want to make sure that nobody else gets taken or
Oh,
killed.
That would be nice. We don't find any bodies or anything.
Interesting.
Are they taken from their houses or are they taken from the streets?
Well, no one's out in the streets at night anymore. No one's out in the streets in general unless they have to.
So they are taken from houses?
Yeah.
And this... How long has this been going on?
Oh, probably about 2 weeks now.
2 weeks. How many?
It's about half of the town's population has been.
How old?
What?
Are they taking children? Are they taking young adults? Older people? Mix?
Anything.
So
Okay.
there's not a connection between any of them. Are
Not
they all
that-
farmers?
Not that we found. I mean, the entire time. I mean, there's
Did
a
they start with one
blacksmith and
family?
there's a. I haven't been able to discern anything.
Okay. That's actually good.
Actually, the hearing that there's only 2 missing per day,
Is good too.
should mean that it's a minimal number of people.
Well,
Should.
yeah. or I'll flee.
Well, I guess you guys seem good enough, and I've lived a long enough life. He goes and opens up the door, and you can all come in.
Bring our weapons, please.
Do you mind?
Not. We just want to make sure if anything happens, we can protect you.
Okay. Okay.
You
Yeah.
have my honor.
Okay.
You have my word on my honor.
You can all come in.
Is there a dagger missing?
I don't know what you're talking about. We were all out there. All three of us.
You mean?
Oh boy.
There you go.
They may seem immature at times, but they're good fighters.
Is there anything somebody might be looking for from your town?
I don't have anything like that.
Have there been any notes asking for something?
No, nothing of the
ransom.
sort.
Nobody in town has anything of value.
Okay, we already know. Just
We're not here to take it, but we heard of something that they might be looking for.
Oh, I don't know of anything like that.
Okay.
Can you tell us were the first people who went missing from the same place?
Well, they were at the house that was furthest to the southeast.
Have they come in from it? Has it just been coming in from that way?
Oh,
Or has it been all over town?
it's been kind of scattered, but mostly
Okay.
focused in the southeast, I guess.
I think we know our starting spot then.
Feel free to look around. You may. Let me go see if I can get one of our villagers to help you out.
And nobody has seen anything.
Heard anything?
The only things we hear are screams, and we're not the types to go out for it.
So, any of these people who've been taken from their houses, are there other people in the houses at the time, right? Like,
Any
Family
witnesses?
members.
perhaps spouses, children, that sort of thing, where one family member is taken and the others are not. They
They're
don't
usually all taken in the house.
all taken at once.
If I remember right.
Okay.
Okay.
You know what? I'll just
I
travel around if you need with you guys.
think you should get everybody. Is this place big enough to hold the entire town?
Maybe, but we have to. We can't. We have to keep working and.
When nightfall happens.
It would
Get
be
every-
easier to protect one building rather than the
Exactly.
whole town.
Completely.
For a party as small as
If
us.
this is only happening at night, of course, do not disrupt your day. Keep working during the day, but we want to make sure you guys are safe.
Well, I think arrangements could be made. It would be uncomfortable, but with the.
It'll just be until we get rid of the problem.
And hopefully
Okay.
only one night.
Exactly.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, hopefully uncomfortable is as much as it is.
Yeah, we can do that.
Thank you. But yes, I think we should start in the southeast.
Might as well.
Does your town have any sort of leadership, government, anything like that?
I mean, I make some of the decisions. We all just independent, take care of each other. And
This is Anna, Tonkva, and Sai.
Oh.
The rest of our group.
nice to meet you, individuals.
Nice to meet you. So you'd be the main decision maker at this point?
I mean, we would discuss it as a town, and I could speak for everyone, I guess, after. But
Should we ask a question now or not be?
Later.
okay, so I'll work on. It's probably about 2 hours before nightfall. I'll work on gathering everyone here.
We'll go start looking around. Thank
Okay.
you very much.
Thanks.
Will you also let them know our general physical descriptions?
Oh
so they
yeah,
know?
you will stand out.
The ones
Quite.
with horns and their friends.
Yeah,
That might not be.
you're not going to receive very many warm welcomes until people
That's understandable.
see something or.
Sure. Just
Oh. Hopefully we'll earn them.
just let them know what we look like, so they're not confusing us for anybody else.
Okay. Well, if you need something, we're probably going to keep. If you want us all in here, we're probably. Are you going to be okay on the outside, or do you want to be in?
We'll be okay on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry, what was your name again?
My name was Preval.
If any of the town does have any weaponry, if for whatever reason they do get past us, it would be nice to have a
Yes, if you have if anybody here can even slightly fight, put them on the front forces inside.
And
Hopefully it doesn't come to that, but
be liberal in your definition of weapon.
Yes.
You might not have
Pots, pans.
You might not have a dagger, but you might have kitchen knives, pots, pans,
Pitchforks.
etc.
Fire.
Shovels. They can all be used.
Even a town
Frankenstein's monster.
town hedge witch or something could be helpful.
Okay, we'll figure out what we can do.
Thank you. And we'll do our best to help you tonight.
If you could figure something out, thank you.
Of course.
We just don't really have anything. I don't know what to do.
We understand.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'll go talk to the other villagers. He kind of walks out of the place.
We'll head southeast.
Okay. I think that would probably be a good time to call it for
Okay.
tonight then.
Well, that means you got to come back next week.
Oh man.
Oh darn. This is terrible.
Is that okay?
That'll probably work.
Alright. Well, thank you everybody for watching.
Next week is no good. Sorry.
You have
He's
to
gonna be
NPC
gone.
him.
I gotta watch Camille.
I'll play your character. Don't worry.
As I say, you have to NPC him.
Alright, that's fine. We will figure out something. And thank you guys all for watching tonight. I hope you guys had fun. We took a week off, but that's only because of extreme weather.
Yeah.
Other than
It was
that, we will
really
be here.
bad.
It
It
was
was
really
pretty
bad
bad.
last week. We kept an eye on the radar tonight so we could try our hardest to be here.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna make one awesome snow fort though. Just saying.
Con of the North.
Yes,
Found
Con
out.
of the North. If you're going, hit Jane up.
I was gonna
It's
call you
fine.
Jen. I was trying to
Giant.
combine your character's name with your name.
Yeah, Jenna.
That's where I was going.
You're on my list.
Alright, everybody. Well, feel free to interact with us on Discord. That's the best way. NPC Secrets, if you guys ask questions on there, give suggestions, because I take a lot of that stuff and put it into the real world. The fake world here.
The real fake world.
The real fake world. Exactly. And for that, I guess we will see you guys next Tuesday. Thanks for watching.
I went and smacked down Nightbot a little bit. He was a little
Aggressive.
overzealous.
Yep.
So
Sorry about that.
yeah.
You got out of control.
We want you guys to type and talk. So it makes it better for
Get
everybody.
excited.
Nightbot gets really passionate sometimes.
Sorry, Mrs. T.
We should just call it Wickbot.
Rip. IRL with Mrs. T.
It doesn't get depressed and sad all the time.
That's Voucher Bot.
See ya.
And about just face bomb.